Excel Tutorial 1, pages 33 through 39. Before we go on to page 33, please make sure you read everything on page 32. It's a little bit lengthy, but it's incredibly important and will affect you for the rest of the class because it talks about entering formulas and the order of operations. Okay, once you've read all that, we're going to move on to page 33 to enter the formula to calculate the charge for the first book order. Make cell H12 the active cell. So H12. Type in all caps the word charge. And press your enter key. Now, cell H13 is the active cell. Check and make sure. Type equals because every formula in Excel has to start with an equal sign. If not, you're just typing in letters. Okay, so it's the equal sign that tells Excel that you're starting a formula. You don't need to worry about capitals when you're doing formulas. So it's F13 times G13. It's not case sensitive. The first thing I want you to notice, F13 is blue, and it shows you with this blue box around it. There's F13. G13 is red, and it's showing you right there what you're dealing with. So you can ensure that you're using the right numbers. Okay? So we are multiplying the price times the quantity to figure out how much money they're going to be charged. So go ahead and flip to the next page, which is page 34, and press your enter key. Okay, the formula in cell H13 displays the value of 1190. It's really important that you read the information in the textbook up to this point so that you understand words like values, okay, so that you know when I ask you what's wrong with your value, that a value is a number that's returned via a formula, okay? All right, so you have it right. If you don't, fix it right now. Super easy, just go back. If you made a mistake, click on the cell. You can delete this, you can edit it, you can do whatever you need to do to get it correct. Click cell H13 to make it the active cell. That's where we are right now. Right there, H13. And it's just telling you to check it and make sure it's right. Okay, so read that little paragraph in between the two sections right here and click on cell H14. All right, type the equal sign. Now, instead of typing in the address, we're actually going to click on it, which is a much more accurate way for most people to do this. So we want cell F14, and I clicked on cell G14. I wanted that one. So did you see how bad that mistake was? I clicked on the wrong cell, just click on the right one. It's so simple. If you click on the wrong cell, just click on the correct cell. All right, so now we have equals F14 times, which is an asterisk, which is either shift number 8 or use it on your numeric keypad on the right hand side of your keyboard, times G14. So F14 times G14, and press your enter key, and the value that's returned should be $74.85. Okay, so you did your first two formulas. Pretty easy. Go ahead and hit save. Look at the top of page 35 and go ahead and just read about copying and pasting formulas because it's incredibly time-saving. And after you've read that, let's move on to copy and paste the formulas. Step number 1, click on cell H14. On the Home tab in the Clipboard group, so Home tab, Clipboard group, click the Copy button. The keyboard command is Control-C. Excel copies the formula to the clipboard. It's like an invisible thing that you can't see, but it's there. Select the range H15. Now, see that little dancing ants around there that tells you it's selected? And we want to go H15 to H17. Okay? And then, on the Home tab in the Clipboard group, you're going to click the Paste button. Okay? Home, Clipboard, Paste. There we go. We copy the formulas down. Do you see how that worked? Go ahead and flip to the next page. Click on cell H15. Verify that the formula is F15 times G15. Click on each cell and just make sure F16, G16, F17, G17. And when you get all finished, press your escape key Okay, and that we deselected off there so that this is no longer selected when we press the escape key. All right, so isn't that a much easier way of copying them down? Next time we're going to do it in either easier way where we use a pull handle and we don't have to go through copy and paste. But as you can see, rather than hand typing each one in, by using the copy paste formula, and Excel automatically increments. Okay, so we didn't copy this F14 to G14, it incremented to F15 times G15, F16 times G16, and F17 times G17. All right, go ahead and read on page 36, simplifying formulas with functions. Again, everything that has to do with formulas and functions right now is so important that you understand if I use a word like syntax or argument. So if I say your syntax is incorrect, what's argument 1, so that you know what I'm talking about. So make sure that you read all of that and you understand what AutoSum does, because AutoSum is something we use all the time. All right, once you've read all that, we're going to go to the top of page 37 to use AutoSum to enter the sum function. Click on cell G18. G18. If you have trouble finding the intersections of the rows and the columns, you can always just type whatever they tell you right here into the name box and press your enter key, and it'll automatically take you there. Type the word, did I click on the word? Oh yeah, I did. Type the word subtotal. And press tab. All right, cell H18 is now the active cell. On the Home tab in the Editing group, click the AutoSum button arrow. Okay, Home tab, Editing group, AutoSum button arrow. That's going to show you the menu that pops down. Okay, we're going to use sum. Now, when you do that, it's going to show you what it's going to sum. If it's not correct, we could adjust it and say, no, that's not what we want. In this case, it is picking up the correct range. And that's H13 to H17, which you can see right there. You can see your syntax right there. And when you get that finished and it's correct, just press your enter key. And you automatically sum that right there. Pretty easy. Go ahead and read the little paragraph on the bottom of page 37. There's a couple of quick paragraphs there about AutoSum. And then we're going to turn to the top of page 38. All right. Click cell G11. Okay, there's G11. Type sales tax and then press your tab key. In cell H11, type 5% and press your enter key. Step number 3, click cell G19. G19. Type tax as the label and press your tab key. In cell H19, type equals H11 times H18 equals H11, so here's H11 times H18. And again, you can stop right here and check and make sure that you have them right. If you don't, you can make any corrections you need. So it says H11 times H18. When you get that correct, press your enter key. Okay, the formula multiplies the sale tax value in cell H11 by the order subtotal value in cell H18, and the value returned is $5.72. Okay, going on to step number 5. In cell G20, which is where we're currently located, type handling and then press your tab key. Type $15.30 and then press enter. Reach up and pop save really quick. All right, read that little paragraph right there. after that last step. And when you've done that, we're going to move on to the part that says to calculate the total order cost. In cell G21, type total and press your tab key. Type equals sum, open parent, okay, to get it started. We're going to type in the range H18 through, which is a colon. It's very important that you type in a colon, H20, okay, and then we're going to put a close parenthesis and press our enter key. Now, can I show you the way I really would have done that? Because they make you do things like that kind of funky. So we know, what do we want to add up? We want to add our subtotal plus our tax and our handling to get the total. So I'm just going to pop sum right there, and then it didn't pick up my subtotal, so I'm going to say, all right, now I just did the exact same thing, and it's equal sum H18 through H20. I press my enter key, and it's there. So they taught you how to hand type it in, but in reality, this is Excel, and we don't hand type things unless we absolutely have to, because when you hand type it in, you have a huge margin of error. So the real way I would do this is to go sum, tell it what I want to add, and press my enter key. Very simple, right? Okay, your value should be $135.47. Hit your save, and you're ready to take a break and then come back and do the next video.